My friends, you've seen big, but you have not seen big like this. I know it might be like, oh, well, maybe we're just pretty close to this guy, right? But, as we know, Clip, we see we are quite a bit farther than we probably first anticipated. Now, you might be thinking, Necros, how is this possible? How did you make them so big? Well, there is a mod I have installed that allows you to right-click and bigify, so to say, different NPCs. Also, just spoiler alert, I don't know if this is actually a mod or this is just built into the game. Either way, we're gonna have fun with it. This is Gmod experiments, and we're gonna see exactly what it looks like when we make specific NPCs gargantually massive. Now, can we really start a video off without making Odessa the first subject of our experiment? Of course not. We're gonna right click here and bigify. And we notice he very progressively gets bigger. Now, how big can he get? That's exactly what we're gonna find out in this video. Alright, this is a pretty big size. We're about the size of, like, maybe up to his ankle. You know what? Let me go into third person to really show you guys the scale here. Ah, look at this. What a beautiful sight. Let's see, can they still function? That's another thing I want to test. Oh, you know what is also really funny? His face is getting distorted almost. So there's so his irises stay the same size, by the way. Oh my, what is that? What? I am scared right now. He's like an elf. Guys, Odessa is an elf in disguise. Okay, not really. Let me bring him down. This is bizarre, to say the least. Come on, Odessa, let's go. I don't know why he doesn't follow us. He follows us to a certain point and then he just... You know what this means? It's time to go bigger. We are now ants compared to him. Look at this. We are barely the size of the sole of his shoe. So let's get back a little bit. And we can start seeing that things are definitely getting very distorted. For some reason, it's giving us the model of Odessa when he's being rendered from very far away. And obviously the game does this to save on resources. But the problem is he's not really far away. Well, I mean, he kind of is, but not in the sense you'd imagine. I mean, he's right here. We can touch him, and he still renders like that. But, yeah, this is very weird. His pupils, or irises, my bad, are so tiny now. Look at that. You can just barely see him. Oh, this is insane. Now, the funny thing is that they still... Wait, is that his ragdoll? Yep. That's Odessa, guys. Flying around. He wouldn't have it any other way. Alright, why don't we try something more scary? This is the star... Oh, whoa. Hold the phone. You are not important. You need to die. Now that that's taken care of, let's bigify this guy and see what happens. I think it's kind of interesting how... I mean, I know you might think, oh, it just makes him appear bigger, but look. I think it actually does make their model render outwards, and you can tell because see how, like, it's like it makes a wall, pretty much? It's very weird. Now, I want to see, with a hostile NPC, if we have the same functionality that we would. Okay, that's plenty big enough. This is like something out of the Vindictus pack now. Alright, let's take a look. Will it still attack us? Oh, we do have to get pretty close, but I think we might have something going here. I don't think they can move, though. I chose Flatgrass just so we have the best compatibility with nodes and stuff like that. But I don't think it's working. Oh, I guess we accidentally hit it. You know what that means? It's time to go bigger. We're now at the size where it's just kind of scary. It's so big, we're technically within, it thinks we're being blended into the model, so we have to move outwards. There's literally like an invisible force field. And we have to get out of there, otherwise it won't work. Now, I still have him on disable or enable thinking, so he should theoretically still attack us, but I think that his aggro range is far beyond or far below where we are now. So we can still hit him though. That's the interesting thing is, well, this is the, yeah, we can't hit this guy with normal attacks. But you can see collision right there, and I mean, as you just saw, he's losing pieces of his armor. So you could still attack the NPCs as if you would normally. It's just they won't really act as they would normally. Okay, the problem is he is now going outside of the map. I don't think the map's even big enough. And over here, I think he's going out of the boundary as well. Yes. So he's getting so big to where he can't even fit in flat grass, guys. Flat grass. And this isn't even the biggest NPC we can make. Look at this, guys. You ready? Look at that. That's his leg going outside the boundary on the other part of the map. And I'm just going to assume his head is going through the skybox. So what a lovely time to be alive, guys, when we can have mods that can get this big. It's getting so big, it's fading into the background sky. Yup, it's going out of bounds. That is ridiculous. And we could still go bigger, I'm pretty sure. Let's see if we can even find a body part we can grab. Yes. Oh my god. It's so big, I can't even. I can't even. I'm trying to reach a part of its body where I can expand it. It can still grow. How is that? Look how tall he is. Not even just how big it is, but look how tall. And there's gonna be so many "that's what she said" jokes, I just realized. Wow, we have hit the ceiling. You know what? This NPC has transcended. And we're running into a big problem. We need a map that is bigger than flat grass. One that could even be potentially unlimited. I don't know of any map that's infinite. Or do I? Here we are, my friends. My boy Sav has hooked us up with a unlimited map. And when he says unlimited, he means it. Here we have a very sandy looking planet. And yes, I say planet. That's going to be important here in a second. But as we go, you can see that more of the map is opening up to us as we tread forward. And it's seemingly limitless. Now, how is this possible in Source Engine? Like, Source Engine is not an engine where you can just do things like this normally, right? Well, I couldn't tell you how it's done because I'm actually quite baffled myself. But what we can do is go up into the sky, and as we go up, we have transcended beyond the planetary surface, and into space we go. Now, I love the soundtrack, my dude, but I'm afraid I'm gonna get copyright striked. Now, I'm not gonna delve too much into this map, guys. There is 2 planets. If I get enough requests, I might do like a showcase on it, but there's not much to it. It's an infinite map, pretty much. You have space where you can just go wherever you want. It's beautiful. And then you also have space up here, which you can go up to. Once you go high enough, you can choose the other planet, which takes like a good 5 minutes to get up there. So, but you can go down to the surface and you can see just what it looks like. It looks really cool. You get this little kind of like cloud animation thing, and then you go down, and here we are onto the surface. And you can do whatever you want with unlimited possibility. But what happens when we spawn big NPCs? Why don't we try SCP-682, my favorite SCP. Let's take a look to see just what we can do with him. This is going to get very scary very fast. Now, the reason why I want to do this is because this NPC is very close to the ground. And we've been doing a lot of really tall NPCs, and I want to see what happens with something that is not as vertical. Alright, I've gotten him this big already. If this was enough right here, if this is how big he was, I would already be terrified. Look at this. Now, I do want to test before things get too wild. Does he still work like this? We do have a bit of low gravity. I think we're on Mars if I'm, if I know my planets, unless it's just an unnamed planet. Unfortunately, it looks like 6. Oh, there we go. So see, this is the problem. The NPCs can still attack, but they have specific aggro range, and they have a specific range where they initiate their attacks. And the problem is that doesn't scale with their model size as we make it grow bigger. So because of this, you have to get ridiculously close to the model, even though you'd think you wouldn't have to because of its size. That doesn't change, unfortunately. Alright. I'm starting to get a little bit freaked out. This is... I mean, look at this. Look how big the hand is coming out of him. It's crazy because, like, from here, it's like, oh, you know, like that's pretty close. No. That's like 30 feet from me. It's just, it seems like it's so close because of its size, but yeah. Honestly, it starts to get to the point to where it's a little weird. Like, if I zoom out like this, it almost seems like we're just zoomed in on him. It's just kind of hard to grasp how large they can get with this mod. But we can see, I mean, he gets so large that he starts fading into the fog in the background and parts of him start to unrender. It's extremely weird. Now let's take a good look at his mouth. Oh, his mouth is in space. Look at this. He's so big you can see him from space. All right. Let's see if we can go even larger. Alright guys, there is an actual limit and I hit it. I'm doing bigify and he's not growing any larger. And the sky is also turning dark, which is really starting to creep me out. This is frighteningly large. That is the mouth in his stomach. Let's go into third person here to show you just what's going on. I'm no clipping at the fastest speed, by the way. Look at the tooth. Look how big one of those teeth are. That is ridiculous. And this is just the mouth on his stomach. Look, we're already going into space. Halfway through his body. And then here's his leg. The arm is just now rendering. And again, guys, I'm going at super speed, no clip. The only way I can improve this is if I increase the no clip speed. And if there is a way to do that, someone please let me know. I don't even think it's possible to see the entire body rendered all at once. I don't even think Source can do that. Even on the biggest map. This is so insane. I want to see if we can find his head. It has me wondering, what if this is what SCP-682 does once he gets big enough? What if this is what happens when he gets completely released from containment and is able to do his own thing? Whoa. Wait, what? Where? I think we lost him. Oh, there he is. Wait. What in the... How far away is that? I don't know what the heck that thing is, guys. I think this is a glitch. But let's go ahead and try a few more SCPs before we end this. Can we make 895 big? Oh yes, we can. Alright guys. Have you ever seen a coffin that large? I can't say that I have. Can we still move it around? We can. Oh, I wonder what happens when we can make it like super huge if we can still move it around. Alright guys, this is the largest we can make it. And it's starting to glitch out a little bit, so please excuse that, but let me get to the front of it. I think this is the front of it, and let me show you what it looks like. We're almost the size of like one of the grains in the wood. Okay, let me zoom out here. Or you know what? Let's go up into space and see what it looks like. We're already in space. It just looks like a giant wall of wood that we're trying to see. It doesn't even look like a coffin. It just looks like a big slab of wood. Alright, we're starting to see some edges here. Starting to look more like a coffin. And there's the top. Look at this. Now I want to know, can we stand on top of it? And yeah, again guys, I'm going the fastest speed. Oh, look at that. We're on top of him. And this is like a map all by itself right here. I never thought I'd say that, but the top of I never thought I'd say the top of SCP-895 is a map. But yeah, it's pretty much the size of one. We can go into like these grooves here. Wow, this is crazy. We can't land on them because there's like some kind of collision there. But this is straight up bizarre. Alright guys, I'm having too much fun with this. So before we end this, I want you guys to know, do you want to see more videos like this? I'll definitely fit more in. I love doing the Gmod experiment series. It's just so fun to kind of like think of really quirky ways that mods work and putting it in a video. But before we end the video, guys, we're going to do one last one. The key. Not just any key, though. This is SCP-005, and I wanted to test to see what it's like with a smaller NPC, because we've been testing a bunch of large ones already. I want to see... Ooh. So okay, so with how it works, I think there's like stages, and every NPC has a set amount of stages that they can get to. They're all the same, I'm pretty sure, but smaller NPCs don't get as big as the larger ones. So if an NPC is big to begin with, it'll have a more gradual increase in size than, say, like a smaller NPC, which, even though this doesn't look like an NPC, it is indeed one. I mean, look at that. We're already at quite a few stages in, and it's not even really that big. It's already starting to glitch out too. So let's see if we can get bigger. All right, guys, this is it. I kid you not. I know it doesn't seem like much. I mean, it's still quite large, but I mean, compared to those other NPCs we took a look at, this is nothing, and this is legit the biggest it can get. I mean, look at that. So it definitely does go to show that if you start off with a smaller NPC, you won't get as big of a growth increase as you would with the bigger one. And that is going to be the end of this video, guys. If you did like what you saw, please leave a like down below and subscribe to see more videos just like this. If you want to see more of these types of videos, or more of this series in particular, please let me know down below by leaving a comment. Also, please suggest things while you're down there if you want to see something in particular on the next video. And all the links that were used in this video will be in the description, guys. You know the drill. Subscribe to see more videos like this. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, my friends, farewell. As always, the video on the left will be the last video I uploaded, and the video on the right will be a random video on my channel. Thanks for watching, and until next time.